This is Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to enjoy the video. Have a good one, man. Hope you enjoy it. We're back to the grind and the hustle and all of that. And things have slowed down. I don't know how your world is going, but right now ours is slowed down. We're kind of enjoying that. Just trying to get the things buttoned up around the house and the things that we are have neglected, so to speak, and get those things in order. We're going to be doing a couple videos on some other things that we're going to be doing in the slow time. So pay attention for that one, and it should be coming up shortly. So today we have just a couple on the books. They're not big jobs. They're not super uber small, but we're going to take them one way or the other. It's all about stacking and racking them. Just like the loads in a truck, it's just like that with jobs. So the little jobs are never to be ignored because they do add up. You just had a little job every single day of the year. Do that math, right? 260. It's 260 roughly days that you would work out of the year, and let's say you just did 150. You're looking at $30,000+ a year just in that. And so you never ignore that. That's not where you want to be. Trust me, you don't want to be making $40,000 a year in this business. But that's how fast these things accumulate. That's how fast jobs matter. So we want to make sure that we don't ignore any of them. And that's where we are with, that's how we get a lot of reviews, is even those small jobs. So we are at 295 reviews. We got 5 more to go for our goal of 300 by the end of the year. I think we're gonna make it. We do it. We park in here, and we have Joe getting the truck ready. I just opened the gate, and she is getting the truck started, getting our day on. So kind of an easy day. Believe it or not, man, we got to work for the mayor of our local city, and that was kind of cool. He gave us a call because he loves to do business with the locals, and we thank him. And it was a small load, not a minimum load. Neither one of the 2 loads that we have on the books are minimum. But you know what? That connection could pay out. It's all about relationships, as I keep saying in all my videos, and you don't know who the next one's going to be. It could be a real estate agent who does 100,000, 100 homes a year, or one that does 50. It doesn't really matter. Or the mayor of a town. It doesn't matter. You just keep making connections, and they don't happen overnight. They happen weekly, though. They happen monthly. So it's all about connection. And it is time for this thing to get washed. It is absolutely filthy, man. What have I been doing? Lollygagging. Look how filthy this thing is. Time to clean her up. Let's see what we can do. Yesterday, it's funny because yesterday we got into the landfill, actually the transfer station, and I guess one of the trucks that pulled the trailer in and out of there broke down. They had probably 15 feet high and 70% of the transfer station piled with garbage. The backup was about 15-20 cars, and I had pulled in, and I was pissed off because it was 8 cars. And when I left, man, I go, oh man, I didn't come at a bad time at all. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make this less smelly because the smell is unbelievable. Cool is we just got our 296th 5-star review, and I'm really proud of that, guys. That is in less than 2 years, quite a bit less than 2 years, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of diligence to ask each and every one of our customers to do that. And this is not to mention how many, and it's well over 50, that for whatever reason, either the original reviewer takes it off or Google takes it off. We'd be up at that 350 range easily. So this is the hard work. And that's the thing to remember. Don't worry about what you lose. It's what you gain. And that's the important thing. Otherwise, it becomes you'll get defeated. And so I'm so proud of 296 customers have taken the time and given us a 5-star rating and a good word review, and we're so thankful for our customers. The last one was the mayor, so that doesn't hurt. All right, man, she's nice and pretty now, so wherever I go she looks professional. It's not the best washing job ever, but you see how the numbers pop out on it, and that's the important thing. Wherever you go, you want to look professional. You want to look like something that people want in front of their house. And even though these trailers take a beating, you do want to keep them somewhat shiny and clean and ready to speak about your company 24/7. So that's what I did here. Easy go. Call us. And so another thing about the slower times, it's kind of those times where you start evaluating what your equipment is like. I always say, hey, put back some money for a rainy day, because there's always rainy days. There's always slow times. There's always something. And we put back, and we're not really concerned about it. We didn't have to withdraw last year, and we had 1 month that was really, really tight, but we never had to dip into our savings, so it just grew. But there are things that come up, like for instance, this year alone, I had to put brakes on my trailer. I had to put new tires on my trailer, and then I had to turn around and put new tires on my truck. And I'm fixing to have to put new brakes. They're still within the guidelines, but I'm going to get them done before the slow season ends. In fact, probably within a couple of weeks, I'm gonna get them done. Why? Number one, I've scheduled it in my head and in my bank, and I'm ready. And so it's a good time, because then I can schedule it for a time that I know I'm not going to be working, right? So that's the important thing, is always put back. So when these things come up, which they do, and they always come up, you're always going to need brakes. You're always going to need something. I've had several things come up. I had a water pump that went out, and I paid for those. I didn't have to put those on a card, and I didn't have to worry about not having the money to take care of business. I let my business take care of business, and that's really important to do, guys. If I build this business right, the slow times will become less and less effective, meaning they won't have the same effect as they do right now. The slow times now, I have to prepare myself for it. And as my business grows, and it has grown, it's grown for the last 3 years. I know what I did in Florida, and then when I moved here, I did well. This year, I did much, much better, and I plan on doing much, much better next year. And so as that grows, that slow season that I am preparing for every year will be less and less, because I will have established my business as a point of contention, meaning I will be a known commodity, and that has to do with everything that I'm going to be doing in the next 3 months. And I will be sharing that on an upcoming video on the things that we're doing now that will make a positive impact for Easy Go Junk Removal, and when things start stepping up, and they always will step up. You don't want to sit there and be the Chicken Little and worry about the sky falling, the economy this and the economy. You have to focus on what you can do. I can do nothing about what Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, or anybody else does. One thing I can do is mind my business. And that is probably the most wise words that anybody could ever tell anybody, is mind your business. If you're doing that, everything will fall into place. I mean, that's just the way business works. There are people that made millions of dollars in the Depression, and the reason they did is they saw the opportunities that presented themselves. And opportunities present themselves, if not on a daily basis, every other day. And so that's what I'm going to leave you with today. So if you will, this is Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one.